following is a special broadcast to the people of Bermuda. Ladies and gentlemen, the Premier of Bermuda, Dr. the Honorable Hewitt F. Brown, JP, MP.
Good evening, Bermuda. I am taking the opportunity to speak with you this evening about a number of thoughts and ideas that hopefully will be meaningful to all who care about Bermuda. Thank you for taking the time to listen. As we have all observed at some point or another during the year, this is Bermuda's 400th year of existence, our 400th birthday, a singular hallmark, a call to do what we do when we celebrate our personal birthdays. Stop, reflect on our past, contemplate our future. Ask the same questions. Where are we? Where do we want to go? How can we get there? I'm going to share with you where I think we are as a people, where we are as a country, and the direction in which your government is headed. Importantly and ultimately, I'm going to try to impress upon you that unity as a people is our best recourse for whatever we do in the present and for whatever we face in our future. Let's talk about our economy. I know some of you have been closely watching how the global recession has affected the two pillars of our livelihood, tourism and international business. I will speak candidly and put a few things in context in areas where I have heard you express your concerns. In tourism, we're holding our own. As many of you may recall, in 2008, almost a year ago exactly, I came before you using this same medium because the world, particularly the United States, began facing the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. Since then, we've all been witness to the massive bailouts that governments have had to provide to avert a global economic collapse. We've all heard of the startling unemployment figures and the tremendous loss of homes and hope. The world has been enduring tough economic times. The U.S., home to 85% of our visitors, has been enduring tough economic times. Bermuda has been enduring tough economic times. So when we hear that a statistical measure of our tourism activity is the worst it has been in 30 or 35 years, we should not be surprised. At this time last year, we talked about the likelihood that Bermuda would suffer during this global economic downturn. One, that we might experience lower or stagnant visitor arrivals, hotel occupancy rates, and retail sales. Two, that matching the statistical performance of prior years might not be possible. And three, that the credit crisis might make it tremendously difficult for developers to secure funds for new hotel construction. Through this period, we should not be led to believe that the government's actions or inactions are the reason for any and all economic woes we experience. We are a capable government that can do many things, but we could not possibly cause this global economic downturn, nor could we possibly control many of its negative effects on tourism. Bermuda is another world, but we are also a part of the world. We have joined regional partners in suffering downturns in tourism arrivals and expenditures. And while government cannot cause or control the effects, we can and will do everything in our power to minimize the negative impact on Bermuda. We believe that we will rebound because technically the U.S. recession is over and expansion has begun, although recovery is expected to be slow, and because government continues to implement strategies that attract visitors to Bermuda, as we have done throughout this challenging economic period. Next week, we're looking forward to our third PGA Grand Slam of golf, where Bermuda and our newly redeveloped Port Royal will be showcased on TNT to 89 million U.S. homes and an audience of more than 100 countries all over the world. The quality of talent performing at our music festival at the end of October is absolutely awesome and keeps getting better and better. In spite of the tough economic times, we expect that visitors and Bermudians will not be able to resist our lineup. Our new relationship with the Boston Red Sox is giving us great exposure in one of our longest standing and most important gateways. We expect to begin to see more visitors as a result of this partnership over the next few years. In London last week, I pushed the cause of a low-cost carrier from the UK to Bermuda to try to replicate the reduction in prices and the increase in visitors that Zoom Airlines brought to that route. And there are many more initiatives that our hard-working tourism employees and partners, both local and abroad, are working on to make sure that our tourism industry has a bright and healthy future. As we imagined, one of the effects of the global economic downturn is the scarcity of capital for hotel projects around the world. I have been very proud to stand before you in the past and announce several different plans for hotel development and redevelopment in Bermuda. I continue to believe that all of these projects will come to fruition and that we will still fully realize a platinum period in tourism. But I'm realistic, and you should be too. We will experience delays because our hotel developers have run into capital raising problems caused by the downturn that neither they nor we could possibly have anticipated. Even with these obstacles, I am hoping that we will have financing in place and be prepared to break ground on our long-awaited Park Hyatt project in St. George's in the next few months.